Excuse me. Oh, shit. So, Frank. Can you hear me?
What's happening?
Wasn't sure if I had my audio set up yet. All right.
You good?
What's up, Ninja?
Scale model ninja.
Holy crap. That's a lot of holes.
That gets clamped together with screws too, right?
Yeah.
And then it goes into the vat and gets screwed again, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it is a lot of screws. A little overkill.
See if I can do this without fucking up the FEP.
You have any rear ends yet? Have you put any rears on your website?
No, I need to do that actually.
Yeah.
I have the one from the 32 ready to go. I just haven't put it up yet.
Okay.
I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that tonight or tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, like Pro Street rear. I was thinking you should do like a General Lee package.
Rear end and the wheels and what?
The push bar.
Oh yeah, good call.
Because the push
That's a
bar
good
in the
idea.
General Lee kit's small. It's not right. And everybody's talking about, upgrading it. So if you can
Yeah, I
print
can
one
do that.
out, pop it on, that, make it more like the TV show.
I'd have to get some measurements.
Yeah, I have the push bar for the MPC one.
Is that one right?
No, it's too small.
Oh, that's the one that's too small. What about the 1/16 scale kit? Is that one right?
I don't know. It could be. It could be right. And you just downsize it from there.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be better than the MPC 1/25th scale, because that one's terrible. It's just way too small. There's somebody out there that made a video of scratch building one, and maybe if I could find that video and then I'll show you, because his dimensions are a lot closer than the MPC one. Yeah, you do like the vector wheels. You do an antenna base, for the CB antenna.
Do you have one of those kits?
The MPC.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my first one back into the modeling. I
I was
built it
going to
already,
say,
though.
because if you want to build one of those, I'll give you the parts, and then you can send me pictures.
No, I already built it. But the thing is, I want to build like a monogram or a Vel charger and build it off of that. Because even the charger on the from the MP is not the right one. Supposedly the back window's different. It's a lot of differences. I'm just waiting for somebody to do a General Lee group build again. Are you gonna go to Acme this year?
I'd like to.
I tell you, that's the only show you need to go to travel for.
Yeah.
Other than
Is
that,
it
I
in the
wouldn't
same
go.
place every year?
I believe so. I mean, that's the only place I'm going to travel to. I'm not going to travel to any other model show. Especially in IPMS. There's no need to do that. Maybe Vegas would be cool.
Yeah, that would be a really fun one to go to.
Right? Because the venue's right there. It's like,
Yep.
go to the casino, you get drunk, you go into the damn show, go back out to the casino, get drunk again, go back into the show, pass out, go
Play some
upstairs.
slots, buy some models. Play some Keno, buy some models.
Should I play or buy a model? Well, there's no good models. Let me go play.
Let's see. I got $20 left. Do I buy a model or do I go play blackjack?
Have a drink. Think about it. Go to the model
Right.
show. If there's nothing there, then go spend it.
All right. I'm going to try this. I'm going to pre-punch the hole.
See, that's what scares me with that. Unless you have a reamer to open up the hole.
Well, it's just a hole punch. So we'll see.
My luck, I put a hole in it, it cracks it right across from one hole to the other corner. That's my luck. I'll fuck it up good.
Well, I mean, I watched one sort of like tutorial on how to replace these FEPs. And they actually show you cutting it, like slicing a hole, like a slot in the FEP to make a hole for the screw. And to me, that seems like a terrible idea because then you have like a place for it to rip, like when it's stretching. Whereas cutting it, like punching a hole with a hole punch, like a small hole punch.
There's no sharp edges to run along.
Yeah, no sharp edges. It would be perfect.
So
I don't know. We'll try it. We'll see how it goes. I'll let you know how it works out.
Yeah, that's why I'm so leery on buying my FEP. Do I just spend the money and buy the correct one, or do I buy this aftermarket stuff?
What's up, Josh?
Much. I originally snuck off in there to go and get something to drink. Then my wife came home and brought me my food, so I'm gonna eat. Yep, chicken and steak. Hey, babe.
At least it's not hot dogs.
Grab me a fork. Absolutely.
We went to go have dinner tonight. We were gonna go to the steakhouse, and they had a 50-minute wait.
Holy shit!
We ended up going to Old Chicago.
Thank you, dear.
Thanks, babe.
Miguel. He said, "Thanks, babe." You get in over here. Come here. You'll be all right. You okay?
Yeah, it's hurting.
See, somebody loves me.
Aww. When a woman brings you meat, you know it's love.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't see you eating that hot dog yesterday, though.
It's all right. She keeps bringing me meat, and I'll keep giving her meat.
GG's.
Do what, honey?
Yes, she is in bed.
Oh,
all right.
Okay.
This is called a FEP. This is the sheet of plastic that holds the resin in the vat.
Big old honking piece of steak.
Not very good.
What the fuck?
Mm.
She might be up. You can poke your head in there. She's probably got her cell phone on. All right.
I was waiting on it.
That's full. I'll just talk to her. It's nothing super important. And I just ended up doing my laundry tonight. I'll let her know that all the towels and stuff.
Be careful where you sit. That big who's right there behind you.
Get the fuck off of there.
You what there?
I said I wouldn't want to sit on that one. I picked that one out for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You know what? This might end up being a waste of time.
Why's that?
Because I don't, I'm not sure how this is supposed to tighten the FEP. Because it's certainly, the fact that I'm putting these screws in before I tighten the plate
Aren't you
means that
supposed
it
to put
actually,
a bottle cap underneath there
yeah,
before you tighten it?
yeah, but that's when you're using the other
You put
type
it
of
in the
FEP,
back.
whereas this one actually has screws. Like the other one has screws that lock it in. This one has screws that lock it in and lock it to the plate.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
So, I mean, what's the point? Are you trying to make the build plate stronger or what?
Now this is the
I don't know
this
anything
is
about
the,
3D printers, so just
this is the material that the UV light shines through
uh-huh.
on the bottom of the vat. And so if this gets damaged, then you have to replace it. And because a lot of times it'll get like scratched, it'll get like foggy, and then the light doesn't shine through properly. And so you put a new FEP on, and FEP is an acronym for something. I don't know what it actually means. FEP.
The plastic bottle.
Something E plate, some FE plate, something. Anyway, and it has to be a certain tension to resist the pull of the build plate when the build plate lifts.
Okay.
You don't want the FEP pulling much so that the resin separates. That way you can get your next layer.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
And this is all in preparation for the drag bike.
Yeah, I haven't been using my big printer because I've needed to replace this FEP. But I don't want to scale down the print on the build on the bike. I want to print like a big one. And so I need to fix this to make that happen.
Hell yeah.
I needed to fix this to make it happen, I should say.
Yeah, you already designed it for that plate.
And the other thing that fixing this FEP will do for me is it'll let me print a full size, get a full size print of Frizzo's chassis.
Yeah, because the build plate's small. Look at that. Yeah. That's the build plate. And that's the Ferrari. Ferrari's a small car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
All right. I like this Photon Mono X because it comes with an aluminum vat.
Yeah, I kind of messed mine up right away.
Your vat for your Photon Mono?
Yeah. I watched some idiot put it in the the cure wash machine.
Yeah.
I didn't wash it, but I just cured it so I could flake it off. And what did I do?
I do that. I do that, Frank. I don't think that's a problem.
Yeah. You know how you cure the resin so you can flake it off? Easier
Yeah.
to clean up. I guess I had too much resin underneath the FEP. And it hardened underneath the FEP.
What brush
And
is
now
it?
it's kind of smooth. So I
You
need
sure?
to do
I'll be right back, fellas.
All right. So did it mess up the FEP, Frank, or did it mess up the vat?
Well, it's really hard on the bottom of the vat. And then when you put the FEP on it, it's kind of wavy. So it's not smooth in the corners.
Oh,
So
I
I need a
gotcha.
new FEP. I'm just going to get a whole new kit and caboodle.
Well, you know those aluminum vats, you can get like 2 of them for like $50.
Yes, yeah, on Amazon. Actually, $40.
Yeah, that's what I got 2 of those.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to do that. I just buy a new
I
vat,
thought it
throw
was
it out,
well
buy
worth
another
it.
vat. I mean, it's only $20. You know, it's all relative.
Yeah, I thought it was worth it though.
Yeah, but what you're doing right now is probably not, because they have some that are pre-punched already. Have you
Yeah, I don't
seen
think
those
it's-
FEPs with the pre-punched holes in them?
Yeah, I don't think it's that big of a deal though.
Okay. So I figured get a reamer, you know, one of those like X reamers you put in there, and then you twist it and it makes a perfect hole.
Yeah,
It's like a razor blade, and you just keep twisting it until you get the right hole, like a unibet.
this hasn't been too bad though. This is like only the second time I've replaced a FEP
Okay.
on any of my machines. Second or third. I think just the second though. I need to replace one on my machines again. One of my monos.
Oh, I got a new subscriber, Conan the Modeler. Nice.
Whoop whoop.
Conan the Modeler.
I'll go drop him a sub.
He doesn't have any content.
No?
No. That's why nobody finds his channel.
Gotta get some videos out there, Conan.
Finish out my chocolate milk here and go back to work.
Slacker. Get
Mhm.
some work done.
So, Josh, you gonna do a shop card?
I'd love to. You say I need to get on Vistaprint to do it?
You don't have to go on Vistaprint.
I do
Just
mine on
go
Office
to the
Max.
website. It's free. You go on there and fuck around with a couple of ideas. Just sit there and make renderings and proofs, and then
And I'd be able to use my own models though, wouldn't I?
You can use
Use
any
whatever you
pictures you want.
anyone you want. Just don't use my 32. Yeah, you could use your planes, your cool truck that you have already built.
Hmm.
Or
I think that'd be a pretty.
Yeah, it's real easy to do, man.
So it's just vistaprint.com.
Yeah, and then go to you can go to postcards underneath business, because it's all really about commercial business stuff. Just doing like promotional flyers.
Yeah. So like I said,
And
I'd like to have, once I get the shop card figured out, I'd like to print like 50 to 100 of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can start at 50. That's like 40 bucks.
And then take them to these shows and just me and my wife hand them out while we're there,
Uh-huh.
What's up, Andrew?
I don't know. I thought I was subscribed to you.
You dirty, rotten.
I swear to God, I was subscribed to you.
You lying whore.
Hey, don't call me what
You
I am.
should be ashamed of yourself, Andrew.
Well,
He's
I'll
Canadian.
go with the
He
whore
won't
because
give
I am what I.
break. He's Canadian.
Well,
Yeah.
welcome to the stream.
The dark side. Fuck, this figure was a bitch to build. Well, I got some extra parts.
What are you building?
Vampire. Her name's Luca Va, Mother of Nightmares.
Is that another one you picked up at the hobby shop or at the
Yeah.
game store or whatever?
The game store we had today, actually. Here. I don't know how it's going to show up on camera, but
Excuse me. Sorry, guys.
she's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
fucking scary.
That's dope.
That's killer.
Yeah, literally. Let that dry overnight.
Looks good.
Yeah, I saw enough of this stuff over the last year being built. It's like, fuck, gotta build one.
There you go. You're summoning the freaking vampire.
You don't want to summon the vampires.
I thought I was listening to Concentrate by Exhibit. Oh man. But yeah, I'd really like to, like I said, print off 100 or so of these cards and take them to the shows and give them out to people.
Yeah, once you start making that card, then there's a whole bunch of options. You can make like coffee mugs and shirts and all sorts of promo stuff. I got hooked on that stuff. Mugs, I got shirts, I
Yeah.
got crazy
I
stuff.
got a hoodie with my logo on it somewhere still.
I've got a hat with my stuff on it.
I never liked the hats that you
Yeah.
can get from those guys.
For me, though, if I ever have hats made again, they've got to be Richardson 112s.
Yeah, I got coffee with my. I don't drink coffee. I got a pen with it.
Oh yeah, Miguel, keep making that sound. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta say, your wife's home?
Yeah, she's here.
He already
She's
walked
here.
down his
She
booth.
brought me my steak and chicken, and now I'm full.
Well,
Got plenty of-
now you gotta
got
be
plenty of
making
fuel.
this down.
Got plenty of
But
fuel
you-
to make models. So
That's not why she brought you steak and chicken.
no. See what it was? Is she wanted to share the chicken.
Oh,
You know what we call that? Call that chicken and a dickin'.
I'm waiting for it. I don't see that hand coming across the back of your head yet.
No, man. Need to calm down, Andrew. Don't you be giving her no ideas now.
Oh, I'm pretty sure she had those ideas long before they went through my head.
No.
Any of us that watch NCIS love to give slap.
Let me get off. Let me get off. Up to you. She's doing that thing.
What thing is that?
That I don't want to know.
You know, you look at her and you're like, hey, you want me to get off the live stream? And she's like,
Oh, see ya. How to put this nicely? It's time to you to get off so she can get off.
it's all right. I'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Three and a half.
It'll take me a minute and a half to get my damn clothes off.
It'll take him 5 minutes because he'll be concentrating. Most of us, we concentrate on baseball. He's going to think about
Baseball.
rear end. And
Hole in one. Oh, that's the wrong way.
he's going to think of a rear end, and then that'll be it. He's done.
She's going to be all like thinking about what we're doing, and I'm going to be thinking about whether or not I pinned a piece for the Peterbilt.
That's right. I'll be right back, honey. I have to go to the bathroom.
I gotta go check my rear end. Hold on.
Yeah. Have you got any Midol, dear?
Let me check your rear end, see if it matches.
There's some seepage going on here. We got to go check that out. She told me just now, she said, that sounds disgusting.
It wasn't meant to.
Yeah. What meant to sound good, honey?
Oh, fuck. This thing is sick. Oops.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, I know one thing. The back window on this truck's gonna be fucking useless, Miguel.
Why is that?
Because the frame rail. See that shit?
Yeah. Just remember, what's behind me doesn't matter.
Yeah. Just throw some cameras on it. It'll be all right.
Sorry, officer. I didn't see you.
My bad, Ossifer. Please don't take me to jail.
I had a sticker on the back of the Jeep said, "No, I'm not drunk. It's the wind." Man, I think I'm gonna
And I got to figure out how I'm going to set up a suspension for this front end that's going to work with the frame rails that I have. See, honey? Chassis coming together for it.
Stop worrying about your chassis. Worry about hers.
That truck's going to be nice and low to the ground. Excellent. I don't know. Now that I'm looking at the frame all opened up and stuff, I'm kind of not wanting to close off the top up here. Leave it all exposed and skeletal looking.
I'll be back in a few minutes, gents. I'm gonna run to the restroom.
He's going to poop.
As Cliff say, dropping the kids off the pool. We're dropping off the old bum.
Whore. Fuck. Fucking commie whore. Fucking commie whore. Fuck.
Good.
Fuck. Commie whore. We guys listen to his stream on Monday. Holy fuck. I was like, I still don't understand how you call her a commie whore, because isn't being a whore the most capitalistic thing in the world?
I think y'all got too much fucking time on y'all's hands, to be honest with you.
Well, it's considered the oldest profession. And it's certainly not state run. If it was, we wouldn't have the military industrial complex. They'd have much better things. We have much less war because we all be all sitting around having orgasms all day long. Your wife's standing back there going, "That sounds like a good idea." I can hear what you said.
Do you? Do you? I don't know if she's got "fuck me" or "I'm gonna kill you" wrote on her face.
A little of both. She's gonna kill you while you're fucking her. Story of Hansel and Gretel. Fatten you up and kill you.
Okay, so I imagine take this piece. Yes.
Okay, so how am I gonna get that off?
Yeah, a little. I need to break out some freaking 600 grit on this transmission.
I'm back. Okay. Kind of drawing blanks now, thinking how I'm going to do this down front suspension and the front frame rail section.
And it's time to go.
Oh, shit. Yep.
When I said it was time to go, I didn't mean like you had to throw us across the room.
Sorry, fellas. Got a little overzealous there. Sorry, bud. Okay. Let me see.
That was a straight burp.
Never need them because I don't fucking need them.
Did that FEP work, Miguel?
I don't know yet. I got
Oh,
my printer's not reading the file, so I gotta I'm gonna grab the firmware update and see if it'll update.
Hey, I know a guy that could help you.
I know a guy.
Not me.
It ain't me.
It's Miguel.
Oh, I don't want to know that guy.
I bet you it'll work perfect if you took my frame out of it. Associated with me. Take it out of there, it'll work perfect.
You watch, you do that, and it does work. He's going to feel like a piece of shit for delaying you.
No, you
Not
won't.
really. Look, I told you so.
Daddy's Castle. What's the hassle?
He's
Disregard. Bye.
City Morgue, you stab him, we slap him.
Daddy's Castle.
A couple weeks ago, I spilled like half a bottle of fucking super glue all over my hand.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm really
Did you
happy.
think it was lotion?
Really happy with the people I decided to end up being friends with online.
Are you sure you're happy?
Daddy's Castle. What's the hassle?
What's the hassle?
That sounds like some shit I'd fucking say to my wife.
You're in 10 minutes. And then he'll be back in 15.
Okay.
All right.
What was that Ricky Bobby says in Talladega Nights? Y'all turn your heads. We're gonna make animal noises.
You're a young buck. You should last at least 15 minutes longer.
Well, I'll disappear for a while.
Yeah, can you make sure you at least turn the audio off?
No, leave the audio on. Just turn the video off.
Oh.
Y'all ever watch Big Mouth on Netflix?
No.
Is that
Has they never seen Big Mouth? Yeah.
My son watches. He's 15, so I don't know if it's good or not.
Oh my God! You hear that?
That's questionable. I would never let my
just
son watch.
He just turned 15. Sorry.
It said he just turned 15.
No.
He's watching Big Mouth. That's some funny shit. Be sure to let it start watching it.
I take it that would be inappropriate.
If you come to my house, nothing's appropriate.
Nothing's appropriate.
Hell, he told his kid. Hell told his kid the other night on live stream. Oh my God! He's telling him to bring him something. I forget what you were telling him to bring you.
Hey, listen. Every once in a
And
while,
he said something like, I will, and he's
just got to lay the smack down every once in a while.
Obviously, you're going to lay it down quietly.
Yeah, why
bro,
do you have the gun in your head? Can't do nothing over the air.
Uh-oh.
No, I meant like he's got a big ass silencer on the front end of it.
Yeah, no, he's going to shoot me right through the screen. That's awesome. Those people from Jersey, dude.
Oh, fuck. I forgot the name of this thing. Oh, fuck. I got to get cleats for my
work.
Hmm?
Do stuff nobody's
How
doing.
expensive should I get when it comes to my kids' track cleats?
Mm-hmm. One hub bored out. Well, drilled out. Now I'm gonna bore it.
Three-quarters? Who wears 3/4 inch or 3/4 track shoes? I send him these cleats. I'm gonna have to tell him you are allowed to wear them in the rain. We got it. Bella and I got him some Nike. I forget what version they were, but they were all white, and he went out for a bike ride in the rain with them on, and they weren't white when they came back. That was one dead kid. And it took everything not to have Bella kill that.
Just tell him he's adopted.
He's half Asian, half white. It's pretty hard to fake it. The funniest part is you get a Josh. His middle name is Andrew.
It's
There
the
you go.
lower half that's Asian.
No, I got Brad.
What the fuck?
He's got
the
those.
part in his pants.
He's got those
Oh,
cocktail-
small.
those Asian eyes, like that half Asian white eye that the women just go good for, and he's built like a fucking brick shit house down below.
How do you know?
Oh, gee, I don't know. He's my stepkid. I'm pretty sure I saw him in swim shorts, swimsuits. He now wears a size. He's 15 years old and wears size 9. He's 5'8". Yeah, 5'8".
Yeah, my son's 15. He's like 6 foot tall.
Well, if he's your kid, then he definitely has something small down below.
I don't know about that. Mine works.
Oh, mine doesn't anymore. I gave up. Bella passed away, so I just cut it off and donated it to science. They rejected it. They said, fuck, what are we supposed to do with that? It's too small. We can't even get one sample out of it.
Leave him. Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Axles and hubs.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
Was your thing.
Oh, is that what that was? Oh, hello. Haven't felt my balls in 10 years. I didn't think I'd ever see them again. What the fuck? You're building a model, you pull out a power tool.
Have you not been paying attention to me over the past couple weekends?
No. I've been busy.
I know Miguel's noticed. I use power tools every weekend on my stuff, don't I?
All the time.
I'm lying. I'm
Hey, man,
crying.
it's just what it takes to get the job done. It's either use a pin vise for 15 minutes or use a drill for 15 seconds. Yeah, I don't care if you've got Andre the Giant's hands. I guarantee you that fucking drill's faster than you are.
Oh, I got one of those Tamiya drills because I was like, oh, look at that, $30. And because I had to laugh, I was like, do you really have to build your drill? It's literally a model to build your own hand drill. So what you buy the parts and you got to put it together.
I'll just assume go to fucking Walmart and buy a hyper tough drill and be done with it. And that's what I use.
Somebody's cord coming on a test?
That was me plugging in a thumb drive.
Okay.
That's what you were plugging in.
Yeah. Trying to get my printer fixed.
It's really all right. Well, that's a cool one.
Now, right now, I'm attempting to make my own wheel hubs and posts that will slide directly over this axle that I have. And I think, I'm pretty sure this little ordeal is going to work.
Me, I'm sitting here trying to figure out, I'm going to try something different. I'm going to try this thing called source lighting. So you take the miniature and you assume there's a source of light here and a source of light there, whatever, and you paint it lighter on one side than the other. This one I'm thinking of doing like a fire underneath it. So it'd be glowing kind of orangish purple. Or maybe I'll just cheat and put one of those stupid 25-cent electric tea candles in there, drill it hole through the base, build a fake fire around it, go, hey, there's your object source lighting. It's real.
What if you primed it from different directions? Like you use a light colored primer from one direction and a dark colored primer from the other direction?
You do that. What you do is you prime it all in black. And then you do what they do. They call it a sketch. So you do your zenithal, which is black from the top, white from the bottom, black from the bottom, black from the top. And then you sketch where it should be lighter, and use white. I'm finding inks are really a cool source of paint that we don't usually use, but we should. Because instead of like putting a layer of paint that you kind of see on your model, it kind of dyes it more, like puts a layer of dye on it.
That's not going entirely.
Sorry, guys.
Do I have to quarantine for 5 days?
Yeah.
Awesome. Great. I'll go test tomorrow just for fun.
I don't know where I'm staying for 5 days.
Yep. Right on my bench where I stayed the last time for 2 weeks. Bring the food to the door. Thank you. Slept on the floor in the basement. Of course, it was the old. It had padding on the floor already because we used to do daycare down in there. It was part of the daycare, so threw a couple blankets on the floor, one of our camping mattresses, and just chilled out for 2 weeks down in the basement. Of course, by the end, I'm not sure if it was the paint fumes or the COVID that got me. By the time we got to the end of it, I was like, I wasn't painting with a mask anymore. I was like, oh, fuck this shit. If I got COVID, I'm gonna die anyway. So I might as well just take the mask off. And for about 2 months later, I was spitting up lime green paint. Because that was the color of my 18-wheeler I built that year.
Not liking this a whole lot. All right, we're gonna have to rethink this.
Hold on, Dwayne.
Excuse me, you just literally whistled at your wife. Were you worried about this?
What's up, Dwayne?
Hey, there he is.
Here's a link if you want to jump in here.
That's too many Canadians in one room.
Opted.
Come on in, Wayne, please. Come on, Wayne. You can't leave me alone with all these Americans. He's sitting there like this. Oh, this is gonna be fun to watch it. Oh, we're great.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
How are the eyes doing, Wayne?
If I'm lying, I'm crying.
Bitch. Fuck that. Let's start over with a new one. No, I fucking love them, leave them because I fucking need them.
Your eyes, Dwayne. Last time you were here, you were having trouble with your eyes, weren't you? Or some part of your body.
Don't need to widen that.
He went blind. He was
That's
watching
a
Josh
best front.
Eagles.
Jesus. Wasn't me. Wasn't me.
Fuck you. Never eating hot dogs in front of you fucks again.
You probably shouldn't have ever eaten hot dogs in front of us.
That would be a good decision to have made yesterday.
No, 2 days ago, because he did it yesterday.
You know, man's got to eat.
Can't say
Hello, dear.
Well, you know. Haven't you ever told your wife there's no nice way to eat a hot dog?
Well, my wife doesn't like them, so I've made too many.
Oh, hot dogs are the greatest food ever.
A lot of salad.
Do what, dear?
But that's why you also don't see me eat a lot of salad.
Mm-hmm.
I eat salad. Well, I used to. Oh, sorry, that was pasta salad. Sorry, that wasn't eating salad.
Not tossing it, eating it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I was eating it the same.
So rude.
Somebody wanted my hot dog. And I wanted to bury it in a bun.
Was it a white one?
No. It was one of those Asian steamer buns. You say no, Miguel, my wife was Japanese.
What do they call those, sticky buns?
Oh, they were sticky afterwards.
Wow.
Oh, I said this stuff when she was alive. And don't worry, she's still watching over me because there are times of the day. I think I don't know if I've told you the story. A couple of weeks ago, I was at the hotel and I went out drinking the night before. I woke up in the morning. There were 5 dimes all around my hotel room. 2 were on the bed, 1 on the floor beside the bed, and 2 in the living room. No nickels, no quarters, no loonies, toonies, nothing. Even though I had all that change sitting on the counter, just dimes. And they say when you find dimes, that means somebody who's passed away is thinking of you and watching over you.
Wow, that's weird. Actually cool and weird at the same time.
Creepy. So,
And
Josh,
And then a week later, or that same week, I'm randomly I work in a separate kitchen for a unit that's only for catering, so it's not open all the time. And it randomly was open on some staff shit. So I went in there on a Monday, went to use the washroom, sitting on the floor, and there has never been one there. So I literally just looked and said, "Hello, Bella. Yes, I know I got drunk the other night. I shouldn't have got drunk." And I didn't bring her home.
maybe you should have. Maybe Bella likes to watch.
It's okay there, Josh. That was funny, actually. Maybe she's joining in.
That's some creepy shit right there.
Oh, it certainly is. What's that feeling on the back of my head? So which one of you guys is going to come on in? You coming in, Josh or Dwayne? What did I just ruin for you, Josh? Thought of my wife watching?
Narrow shit instead. There.
Okay. That leaves you, Dwayne. I think I'm going to paint this based on green. Supposedly, the color that the human eye can see the most are different versions of green,
I see money.
which is green.
Yeah. And grass.
Which is green. Unless it's not green, then it's you got to have a lot of green to make it green. Hmm. Actually, you still here, Josh? Come on, Josh. I know you're there. Rise Damn Design. Where are you? I have something for you to see. Boom, 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 boom.
It's a hot dog in a bun. Oh,
Sticky bun.
It's a
sticky bun.
skewer. She'll skewer you like you fucking never been skewered before.
Oh boy. Sounds like fun.
Well, I wouldn't want this bitch anywhere near me.
All the vampires are in Seattle. Right by Josh.
It's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Team Edward or Team Jacob.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus, I knew you were going there with that.
Oh God! You just had to bring that shit up.
Yeah, Josh, that's going to be my vampire build. She's called the Queen of Nightmares. She pretty much looks like our wives when we fuck up. Hot, sexy, and fucking scary as hell.
On a normal day.
Yeah. So when I was at the hobby store, the guy was like, "Didn't you just finish buying Sig Valve?" And I went, "Yeah, you're right. I can't buy another one. Like, I just finished painting it." He goes, "Why do you want another one so bad?" I went, "Because it's that many. It's that good, dude." Actually, I'm thinking more of a gray purplish tone, Josh, with green armor and working from there. Trying to figure if I can build a cape for it somehow. It needs a cape, I feel. Yeah, I want to play with greens, Josh. Different textures like metal, uh, scales, flesh. They're all on here, so the wing. Learn object lighting.
Come on now, you bastard.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't talk to me that way.
I'm sorry, Miguel. I'll be sure to take you to dinner next time.
Well, he doesn't want dinner. He just wants you to kiss him first.
Hey, listen, I fucked on the first date, all right? You need to know that.
Don't bend her over around Josh on the first day. If he starts going near the Vaseline, walk away.
Mm-mm.
He's ready for camping.
Oh, Jesus.
I've got a Christmas carol that I came up with.
Oh, jeez.
Yep. You better not shout. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm going in dry.
Oh, God. Well, you're not getting laid tonight.
Well, fuck, I ain't getting laid. Watch.
Buddy.
No, we're not watching. No, we're not. We already established that.
And I have successfully widened a front axle.
Oh,
Look
is
at
that
how
what-
illegally wide that thing would be.
Well, it depends where the fenders are. You make some elephant ears that go over top of the wheel as fenders, and then
Fuck fenders. Fenders are gay.
and
We're
then
not doing fenders.
and then when you're done that, you take them off when you go off road, and you're fine.
No. We're not doing fenders on this thing.
That's what guys do up here. They put fenders in their mud flaps on the back, so that as they're going up the highway, cops don't pull you over because you're following all regulations. As soon as they get there, loop, loop, boom. Hey, Josh, get this one.
You know I fucking live and leave them because I don't fucking need them.
Are we boring you, Frank? You're on Messenger.
Check my email.
Wasn't me. Although I could send you one if you want. Oh, I went by this pizza place today. It said in its spring, right? So it says bees, trees, and pepperonis. All spring is long.
Okay, so we've got some parts we need to cut off. The suspension. That's got to go. And that's got to go.
It's not that much here. It was like I got it for 54. Josh. But our workshop here, our hobby store, not Games Workshop, the hobby store here where I get them from, takes everything in discounts about like $20-$30. They make their money in volume, not on what Games Workshop suggests as a retail price. Because that's just ridiculous. How much they want for half this shit.
So I'm gonna stick.
I mean, if there was a car manufacturer that did this amount of detail, they would probably cost $200 or $300, maybe $400. But and I guarantee you, if Games Workshop made a car model, the engine would be fully detailed up to from the wiring all the way to the back. Yeah, Josh, a buddy of mine, we were in the store today. I bought one model and some paint and paid $100. For $200, he bought like 4 or 5 sets and some paints. He goes, "See, I got a better deal." And I went, "I don't play the game, so I don't need all those models." Oh no! Have you seen the new Horus Heresy tank, Josh? It's effing amazing. It's got a full interior. And it opens at the front. Well, I kind of want the Beyblade tank, the one that the Black Templars use, because they got the chick playing the organ. Yeah, some of the stuff that Games Workshop comes up with is hilarious, guys. It's like a tank, futuristic tank, but it's got like a pipe organ on it, and there's some chick playing the inner armor or whatever, but she's playing that to fire off the missiles.
That sounds very Mad Max-esque.
Yeah, kind of Mad Max.
I had pizza for dinner, and I have some in the fridge. Thank you, though. I want to try it, but I'm full right now, and I got pizza. So
No, Josh, it's Horus Heresy, so it's the new Imperium version. It's an old Forge World that they've turned into plastic now.
Stick it out in the garage.
all right, thanks.
Pepperoni, bacon, and pineapple.
Ooh, that sounds good.
I like the fact that you put pineapple on a pizza.
My pizza's pepperoni, pineapple, jalapeno. That's what I eat.
Sounds good without the pineapple.
You got to try it.
No, you need to sweeten the hot. He's got it all going there. You get the
Yeah,
spice.
you got to do the sweet and spicy.
Yeah, sweet, spicy. He's got the from the sauce and the pepperonis. The savory.
I fixed it. I got my printer working. Oh, Josh, that shit's looking sweet.
Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
You gonna put a fifth wheel on there just for fun?
I thought about it.
You know, you got to put a fifth wheel on there and then have it towing a trailer smaller than the 2 rear axles.
Yeah, Jesus.
Oh,
That's
you know
where
what
she
would be cool have another set of those 2 rear axles with the dualies, and then have it be like an articulated little 4-axle rear end.
Come in, do this same setup back here,
Yep.
and have a big frame coming kind of up and forward, and then down into the fifth wheel here with like a flatbed on it or something.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna be
like a
longer
little
than
pup.
I mean, that's a 12-inch base right there, and it's
Oh,
end to
geez.
end almost. Now, the only issue that I'm gonna have is trying to work out how to make all this shit work. So
You gotta
You'll
fix
figure it out.
How are you gonna get your cowl over top of all of that?
oh, it's not getting a cow.
Okay.
The exhaust is going to come out of the turbos back here, and I've got some ideas on how to run it. The engine is actually going to, before I tell you about the exhaust, the engine, the back of the intake right here, is literally going to be almost right against the front of the cab. So this engine's going to go back quite a bit.
Okay. So you got room to put everything you're going to need.
Yeah. As far as the exhaust goes, we're going to either come out like this and sort of out a little bit and then up. I've thought about coming out and turning them in and coming up and then out, kind of like some bull horns or something.
Remember, you got to be able to get in this thing.
Oh yeah, they'll clear the doors easy. But I think the front of this thing is going to really get transformed once that visor goes on.
Oh yeah, it's got to look even lower to the ground.
And I thought about making some crazy Nerf bar looking thing to come off the side here and kind of come back and then punch back into the side of the frame back here. I don't know yet though.
That's a cool fucking idea.
I kind of like that it's all open wheeled.
Ow.
And then I'll go in and route my trans tunnel out. And
that's what she said.
I'll get to run my drive shaft. And all of these little gaps in here will get filled with CA. And they'll get sanded down and you won't even know that they're there hardly. But that's how low it is. See how far the oil pan's going to be off the ground. It's just I've got to figure out how to make this front suspension work, because I have no idea what I'm going to do just yet. Thought about taking the frame rails and punching them up through here and coming forward with them.
Go look at a guy named Nick Ambergy. He's got some probably stuff in his archives that might be able to, you might see something that might work.
I've thought about hard mounting the suspension too, though. I don't know. But I love how the turbos kind of look like eyeballs. Then we can get on what we're going to do about a grill for this thing. Because I wanted like a 32 Ford style grill, but I don't want it to be, real small.
Mm-hmm.
It needs to be a big old
dimensions. I can make one for you.
Okay. Well, I've got an idea for the radiator and the intercooler and stuff like that. Thinking I'm going to have to crop the charge pipes off about right here somewhere to get room to fit a intercooler in there. I mean, I could relocate there to the back. Thinking about taking the fuel cell and putting it in here. I don't know. But that's where she's at. That thing is so low to the ground.
Yeah. Fuck it. I don't even think a snake can get underneath there.
Yeah, get it done and then get back to work finishing this thing up too. Peterbilt's starting to catch up on progress now.
You know, the other thing I'm looking at it going, what about put a little dumper on the back?
Well, see, I thought that if I didn't go with mounting a fifth wheel right here, which is what I want to do, if I didn't go with mounting a fifth wheel right here, that I would build some kind of like wrecker crane off the back.
Oh, yeah, that's another good idea.
And drop it right off back here.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know if you guys heard, but I just Russ just told me that Big Charlie put out a video saying he lost his mom tonight.
Oh, that's sad.
Damn.
Have you guys heard anything about it?
No.
Man, that sucks. Poor dude.
Yeah, we hate to hear that.
Lost my mom at Christmas. It's been a pretty hard year.
I lost my mom.
If you're female in my life.
My mom died 2 days after Christmas, which was her birthday.
Mm-hmm. So she decided when she wanted to go.
Yeah. And check this out. So she had been sick and, you know, she's in Colorado and she was in Colorado. I'm in Nebraska. And so I had been talking to the nurses that were taking care of her. And I was like, hey, do I need to come? You know, what's the situation? And then they were like, no, she's doing fine. She's doing fine. And then all of a sudden, I think it was like Saturday or something like that. They called me and they were like, hey, you need to get here. And it's an 8-hour drive. So we packed up and left. And we ended up getting there at 3 a.m. on her birthday. And she passed away at 3:45.
Oh, see, you got to say goodbye.
Yeah.
I never got to say goodbye to either one. I think that's the hardest thing when it comes to Bella's. I never got to say goodbye.
Yeah, that's rough. I can't imagine.
Oh, I wouldn't wish it on anybody.
Yeah, I don't know what I would do with myself if I didn't have my wife.
Like nobody deserves that sadness in their life. Some people look at me and go, oh, come on, it can't be that bad. I went, yeah, it is actually, guys. One, there's no closure, and two, it's not like I can be mad at her. They go like, well, that's part of grieving. I went, well, I guess I'm at that point yet. I was never mad at her when she was alive. I never got mad at her one day in my life. So
I've been mad at mine a few times. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah. Oh, I've been aggravated, but never actually mad. I never got mad at her. I waited 45 plus years for her to come into my life. And I wasn't whoring around in between and going through like 3 or 4 divorces or any of that stuff.
Later, Josh.
Ciao, Josh. So it's like, this is the one. This is the thing. Boom. Somebody decided You get 10 good years, then you're done, dude. But those 10 years are same as 100 for a lot of people. So, and COVID was a good thing for me because I got to spend those 2 years with Bella with her cancer.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And the first
Well, you know,
first year she wasn't too bad, so we could still do things. And then the second year we went camping. Near the end of the season, it was like pretty hard for her, but she still wanted. She had a bucket list of places she wanted to go, and we got there. But I look back at the pictures, and you can just look at her, and she's in so much pain. You can see in her face. That's what life's all about.
Check this out.
Uh-oh. I like it. But it actually, it kind of looks out of place now.
Have a
I don't know.
gooseneck
I got
trailer.
half of mine.
I'm thinking the same thing you said, Frank. I was like, yeah, the trailer, because if
A
you run
gooseneck.
exactly, a gooseneck trailer, because then you maintain the line.
Well, you know, the funny thing about y'all mentioning that is I've got a second set of hard bar suspension
what if you
parts coming.
Mhm.
what if you recess that fifth wheel down between the frame rails? Will it fit?
Well, you could probably work at it. Yeah.
I mean, I probably could, but it would have to. The lowest it would be able to sit would be like right there.
That's a little bit. But yeah, the idea that the trailer at the back makes more sense, and it more of a tow trailer than a with a fifth
Oh,
wheel.
that would make a wicked tow truck.
I think like a tow
Well,
truck.
that's what I was saying earlier. Is I had considered doing a knuckle boom wrecker setup off the back of this thing and dropping it down back here.
Oh, that would be badass.
I'd considered building a big ass wing to come off the back of it and doing a matching splitter up front with some side skirts, you know. I had several ideas in my head.
I like the Nerf bar idea though.
Yeah, the Nerf bar idea, you know, would be something kind of along the lines like this.
Mm-hmm. Because it makes sense.
Turn them on their
Yeah.
side or do a tubular or whatever. But the frame is already squared off. It'll be the wildest thing I've ever built when it's done.
Well, it's already badass.
I'm so glad that I opted to just go ahead and do the 438 stock too instead of waiting on the 375 stock. Because now that it's all together, it just looks right.
What are you talking about? 472, 3, what?
It's the stock width. The stock is 0.125.
Oh, you're talking about the frame rails. I got
Yeah, it's 0.125 this way, and then this way is 0.438. And you remember I was telling you that I thought it was too tall?
Yeah.
That I'd ordered some 0.375, and the 0.375 stops like right around in here.
Yep.
But I'm actually, now that the back half is together and it's sitting on the back of the truck, I'm kind of happy that I decided to go with this.
Yeah, I think it looks good that way. I honestly, I think if you would have went with the smaller stock, it would have looked a little anemic.
Mhm.
Yeah, now it looks like it's got some beef to it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not looking at this truck like I was the other night, thinking that if I picked it up, the back end was going to break off. Like, this chassis that I've built, having these crossbars in it,
Mm-hmm.
here and here, is going to be so strong when it's done. And I've still got to hook the airbag purchase. It's just the swivel. The swivel joints are just what's hooked up. I don't even have the airbags hooked up yet. But I like looking at the profile of this thing down the shaft like this. But yeah, y'all mentioning that trailer, I'm really starting to like the idea of doing that now because, like I said, I've got another one of these. I got another one of these suspensions ordered. It's already on its way. So I'm thinking I build a trailer to go back here using this same size stock right here.
Yep.
Build it kind of long, jut it forward, have it come up, down, and into the top of the fifth wheel, and do like a flatbed on the back of it, and
Oh, yeah.
put that on the flatbed.
Oh, hell yeah.
So the big truck would be hauling that back there.
You know what else would be cool is you know the low boy trailers, right?
Mm-hmm. Well,
If you did a low boy for that, so that the truck would sit down, the truck that sits on the trailer is down low.
Yep.
That would be sweet too.
And I've got this too, which is what I started for my fifth wheel. This is the framework that I started for my fifth wheel trailer.
Nice.
And about the time I was going to get ready and order tires and wheels for this, the website shut down for a little bit to catch orders back up. But the problem with this now is I wouldn't use this for this build anyway because, as you can see, the stock widths are different.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But this would be plenty wide enough to, carry the track truck around. So yeah. But once this thing's completely murdered, it's gonna look fucking sick. It'll be murdered out. There'll be some things that are finished in like some metallic colors. It's gonna be wild when it's all over with. I can't wait. But anyways, fellas, I think I'm gonna get ready and call it a night.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I won't be on too long.
And I'll try to get in Terry's live tomorrow if he does something. We'll see. I know he's got some plans. So
Look
Yeah.
at that shit.
I know I am. That's why I went, holy fuck. That's why I went, oh shit. Oh,
I love those exhausts.
I literally would buy that off you. That I would buy off you. Shipping and all. That's fucking sick. Nobody would have that up here.
You got a
And
printer?
No, unfortunately I don't. And I don't have a place that I can use it. So. Oh, look at the blue one. What the hell is that?
Oh, that was just reference pictures.
Oh, okay.
Here, I'll pull those up so you can see them. But those are just pictures I was using as reference.
Yeah.
Where the fuck did it go? Let's see here.
But anyways, fellas, I'm gonna hop off. It was good hanging with you guys.
All right, Josh.
See you, Josh.
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.
See you guys.
Oh, you're gonna run full fairing around it. Oh, fucking sick.
Yeah, this is the bike that I used as my like inspiration, the reference.
The only thing is, you got to figure a way of making an option that they can see the engine.
Yeah.
Because if you build that, you're gonna detail the shit out of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you know, those guys that do those funny cars and dragsters.
Yeah.
Which are usually the best fucking looking models at the show, but nobody lets them win. It's like, I don't understand why you can't best in show. It's like, do you see the detail in that? Yeah, look at that. Nice frame and all. I mean, the engine's easy.
Says you.
Yeah. You just turn it sideways. That's all they did.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to work on the engine because that's the only thing I don't have done, ready to go.
Like, it's a lot of detail, but you don't have to worry about the do the wiring. Just make sure they have the ports there where they're supposed to be, that they could put the wires in if they want.
Hey, bud. Okay.
I do like the whole, like how you made it work with the whole fairing around the outside. So you're bringing it forward, not backwards?
This is the exhaust pipe.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, that's just exhaust.
Where are you exiting your exhaust? Oh, fuck. Never mind. This isn't
that's the exhaust exit right there.
They ain't no race bike. This is a fucking custom. This is a SEMA show. This is fucking epic.
Still have to figure out what I want to do here. I don't like this crease right here at the knee.
Well, there has to be there because you wouldn't be able to strap it in there if you couldn't. Because you couldn't.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like it's supposed to be there. It just kind of annoys me.
Yeah.
I mean, I put it there on purpose, you know, to like assume that the guy's knees would be right there.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I just
find a well, if anything, find like a 124 scale figure. Like motorcycle figure. And put it on in your picture and see how it feels. Like, can you just do an overlay?
I mean, I can put a figure in there in the riding pose even.
No, that's okay. Just so you can get an idea of like, okay, does that make sense there? And then they can go get their own figure. But
yeah.
Although, if they're willing to pay for you to print the figure, you can make some more money on that.
Right. Man, this print's going to take 4 hours.
And if they got the balls to actually print it or to make it or paint it, I should say. Figures are intimidating.
Yeah, I've never painted a figure. I want to do some because I want to start printing like Warhammer stuff for my kids.
Yeah.
But
once you start, it's okay. But getting the balls just like once you put the primer down, to put that first brush stroke down or airbrushing. And most of Warhammer is painted by hand, not airbrushing.
Right.
Like you'll see the tutorials on there, like, oh, they're using their airbrush. I'm like going, you're building a figure for a contest. Not for the tabletop.
Right.
Tabletop is make it look good from 3 feet away. Or as Games Workshop puts the words, one's parade ready, which is like for a contest, and then there's battle ready, which is you actually use. Because all the figures I have, I would never, I would sell them. They can do whatever they want with them, but they're not designed to go on tables.
Do you sell those to support the hobby for you, or is that like an income source?
More of a during COVID, it was an income source, but now since I'm working, I don't need the source as much, so I keep them more. But I'm also more selective.
Right.
Like I'm not giving up this one. No way.
This one turned out badass.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck that. This thing's great. And I still have to do his ass. He's actually naked behind his armor. Except for his whatever his little, I don't know, loin.
Is the armor separate?
No. You build this model. You have two options: build it in pieces or build it all together. Most of us would build this all together,
Right?
except for the head. The head and the hair I did separate because there's no way you could have got underneath and did the cape. I watched some guys that did the whole thing, and I'm like, yeah, you guys are crazy. Why not just put them on at later? I should have done the same thing with the shield, but. If you ever get a chance, get those Warhammer paints, those metallics.
Are they nice?
Oh, dude, that's all Warhammer metallic, and that. Oh, what's the exact name of it? No, that's not it. Actually, it is. Yeah, it's called Azure Magic. It's that crazy blue.
Oh,
Like
is that what's on the sword?
it's on the sword and on the shield.
Wow, that's cool.
Like it's such a cool blue.
I dig it.
Like, oh, the metallic blue or the whatever you call it. Let's see the gemstone, which is the red, and the elven armor, which is the blue, are the exact blues when you for what do we call the nuts and bolts, like the nuts and
the
fasteners,
details. The
like in the
little,
details.
yeah.
Red and blue go together, and
Right.
yeah, it's the exact color for to use on plastic, and they're one coat wonders.
Really?
Yeah, you could do two if you want, but 2 thin coats. But if you want to do a little thicker, you can.
Is it straight out of the bottle, or do you thin it, or?
Well, I use a wet palette, but yeah, I would thin it a touch. If you're gonna,
What does that mean? Wet palette?
one of these.
Oh, you put a little bit in, like a little. Yeah, okay, I got you.
Like
You don't paint from the bottle; you paint from a little recess.
No, kind of the same, but different. You're basically painting over parchment paper with a sponge underneath. Oops, eek. Here. Like those paints are still wet.
I gotcha.
Yeah. This is the AK version. It's the perfect size to travel. If I was to have one at home, I'd get a bigger one. And there's 2 different versions of palettes. There's wet palettes and dry palettes. And dry palettes are basically you put your paint on glass.
Uh-huh.
And then you thin it. With a wet palette, it thins automatically almost when you thin it, but it stays wet or stays moist.
Do you put something in the palette before you add the paint? I mean, like.
Well, yeah, water.
Oh, okay.
There's a sponge underneath.
Yeah.
And then you put the paper over top, which is basically just parchment paper. But the colors are amazing.
Your wife's name was Bella?
Yeah.
Now, was it Isabella or?
Oh, just Bella.
That is so weird.
Bella Rumi.
I don't know if I mentioned this to you before, but I bought my wife a Camaro a couple years ago.
Oh, nice.
And since then, bought her another one, and now I'm driving the original one. But anyway, the Camaro was we were the second owner, and whoever owned it before us, they did some mods to the car, to the engine, cold air intake, da 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 da.
Yeah.
But they also put a nameplate in the engine bay on the underside of the hood.
Oh, yeah.
The name that they put on it was Bella.
That's insane. Too bad she was a Ford girl. I'm the Chevy guy.
Well, maybe in the afterlife she was a Chevy girl.
Never. Hated Camaros. Like the old ones, but not the new ones.
Maybe when the knees go, actually kick in a bit more and put different color on it, like black. I don't know what he's talking about. He tends to ramble. I think he's drunk.
We're talking about the figure. Oh, he's talking about the figure.
He's incoherent.
Must be North America or American because he spells color with an O-U. Or sorry, an O-R.
Yeah, that's the proper way to spell color.
No, it's not. It has a U. So does honor.
No.
Yes, it does.
Sorry, dude.
Honor is spelled H-O-N-O-U-R.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Nope.
And color has a U.
Not in America.
America. Sorry. It's too easy. America. Oh, Miguel, did you see my big figure I just finished?
I don't think so.
Oh.
When did you finish it?
The other week. But it's like I finished the base and everything now. Fuck, my foot is killing me. Oh. There's the big.
He sent me a message. He said he's super drunk.
Oh, super drunk is good. There you go.
Wicked. Oh,
No,
is it like metallic?
Yeah, there's metallics in there.
It looks silver.
Like
Wow.
well, gold, actually, but yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna full screen you because I gotta see that.
Okay, I gotta hold it then.
Wow. That's killer. Those wings are insane.
Yeah, you had an option of doing the hat like this or pull over.
Wow. That's awesome.
I don't know if it's my camera.
Are you keeping that one?
Yep.
I would. Fuck. That's badass.
Look at the base.
Yeah, the base is cool too. Are those skulls?
Yeah, there's skulls, shields, multicolored shrubs.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Color only has a U if you're waving a surrender monkey flag.
Okay, there you. Remember, it was a rebellion. It wasn't a fucking revolution.
You know why the streets in France are all tree lined?
No.
Because Germans like to march in the shade.
Oh, good one. You know why all Italian, why the new Italian Navy has glass bottom boats?
Why?
So they can see the old Italian Navy.
That's funny.
Oh man.
But on a serious note, do you know why you have a White House?
Why?
Because we came down there and burned it, so you whitewashed it.
I think I remember you saying something about that.
Yeah, and by the way, it wasn't the British that came down. It literally was Canadian farmers.
Okay.
Oh, like State Farm?
Yeah, tough farmers. I forget the name of the general, or not the general, the president, but he left town, but his wife stuck around, and she fucking tried to give the Canadians shit. They said, just get out. We're just going to burn the place. You can't burn my house. They burned it and then left.
When Daddy's away, the mice will play.
Well, no, he left because they were coming. In the War of 1812, we've always laughed, like, you know, the one where Battle of New Orleans, whatever, where everybody says that Americans say that they whipped the British ass. What happened was the British had better lines of communication, and the Treaty of Utrecht had been signed already. So they found out before the Americans, so they just left. It's like, well, the war's over, so why the fuck are we here?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ooh,
We
RTW?
kicked them Brits' asses.
You did not. You left. We literally left because we knew the treaty had already been signed. And by the way,
They were scared. They were scared.
We were not scared. Winning. I had to go for you guys at fucking. What's it called? Well, to me, it's Niagara Falls, Niagara on the Lake. When you try to come across and invade, and we always make a joke about it because it's a company took the name Laura Secord and made a chocolate company out of it. I always made a joke going, "Oh fuck, guys!" Some chick that worked at a fucking chocolate factory came along and said, "Hey, the Americans are coming across the border." So we went down there and kicked their ass. Of course, our general died, but we still won that battle. But the general died. So. History is always so much different than we're taught, and so.
Well, I mean,
especially when you actually lose the war.
What is the saying? History is told by the victor.
Yeah. And in the case of the War of 1812, there was no true victor. Well, actually there was. It was Canada, but not because you guys, for a whole different reason. 50 years later, we became an independent country.
Yet you still bow to the queen.
It's our queen. It's not the British. We don't bow to the British queen.
I'm just harassing you.
I know, but you know that. It's the Queen of Canada.
Yeah.
Still bow.
Of course we do. And she deserves it, especially for as long as she's been there.
We bow to no one.
Frank. your ancestors bow like. Never mind.
Yeah, I hear you. Which country are you talking about?
Huh?
Which country are you talking about?
Malta.
That's right.
They
They're a bunch
they
of cowards.
bow to the almighty dollar.
They got pissed. They got pissed on by everybody.
Oh fuck! There's nobody they didn't get pissed on by. I mean, nobody. Fuck. The British show up from thousands of miles away and pissed on them.
Mm-hmm. Took it over.
The Italians show up, bomb the fuck out of it,
Took it over.
took it over. Yeah, they did that too, yeah.
Yeah,
After
great
that-
victory, guys. You burned down an old lady's house. Good job.
Where the fuck is that one? We burnt down the president's house. I'm still trying to figure out what RT's talking about. We burned down your PM's house. PM's house down, but the guy who is in there.
But your prime minister's doing a better job already.
No, he's doing fine. He's doing a better job than anybody in the opposition.
Oh, he's
I may not like him,
I ever
but
met one.
yeah, I guarantee you. I mean, you know what the biggest joke right now is?
What's that?
Biker freedom riders that showed up this weekend, wanting the mandates to end. I'm like, they are ended.
Whatever happened to the truckers?
Honest truth.
Nothing, right?
The news just quit reporting on it, and so
Yeah, it was done.
it went away.
Oh no, they all got shut down. They got arrested. A bunch of them got arrested, but a bunch of the truckers got told, "Get your ass out of here. Here's your chance." The organizers are all in jail still. That got taken over. That started out as something that you guys that learned about, but as it came across more, it became more of a right-wing thing. They raised millions of dollars, and it wasn't to pay for the gas. It became a political thing, and they achieved nothing.
Right.
They made a lot of noise. They pissed off a lot of people, as in residents. Like they really interfered with the downtown core, where people lived and worked, and they couldn't go live and work. So they actually made more enemies than they did friends.
Well, it sounds like a populace that needs to get off their ass.
Okay, Ed. Do you live up here?
Oh, no, I don't.
No, Ed D.
They're still in jail. Maybe you should learn about the issue before talking out. He's Canadian. He knows more than we do.
Maybe you should know. That's asked. Are you Canadian?
I'm saying you're Canadian. You
I
know better than what we would know.
I know. That's what I'm asking. Is Ed Canadian? Ed D. I got special ed. I got a mix.
Yes, I
or
am,
D.
sir.
Good. Then you should know that they're still in jail. They have not got bail. Bill keeps getting remanded. Usually because some idiot keeps putting more charges on him.
Yeah, that's whack.
Well, I agree with that. It's like, just get it over and done with. Oh, so one of them's out. Okay.
Yeah, but the people that started January 6th are still in jail. They're rotting.
And what's that as of yes? That's actually
Yeah,
as
they
of,
won't get out anytime soon. Biden will be in a nursing home by the time they let them out.
Fucking dummy in charge. Don't get me started.
what the fuck? That has nothing to do.
I don't know. Put you guys on mute. I'm going to do some airbrushing at
Okay.
1:30 in the morning.
There's nothing to worry about me. It's your own house.
I know, right? I'm not wearing a mask either.
There you go.
I don't believe in COVID.
Oh, it didn't exist?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not Canadian, and I don't know anything but what I see on the news. But every time I see Trudeau's face, it makes me want to punch him.
This country went to shit when Harper took over. Actually, even go back further when Diefenbaker took over, but oh, I don't know. You tell me.
Four more hours. Holy shit, this print's going to take forever.
That thing's still going?
Oh, yeah. I hope it turns out well. That would be so cool. Excuse me. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I don't think I'm going to stay on too late. I think I'm going to hit the sack.
Yeah, see what Let's do. Tell us how it works in the morning, or tomorrow night, whatever.
Yeah, I'll check it when I wake up.
Yeah, you'll be good.
I'm going to call it here. Frank, have a good night. Andrew, thanks for jumping in here with us.
Okay. See you, and RT Hobbyworks.
RT, Ed, anybody
Okay.
else that's out
Have
there?
a good night, Andrew.
Lurking?
Have a good night, Miguel.
Later, guys.